Alrighty, I got a little test to do today. I'm gonna try to figure out what makes this bow a little bit quieter. And I'm going about it two different ways. This is the Mathews HTR. It's their NoCam bow that's pretty renowned for being very quiet. What I'm curious of is if you have a bow that people say, it's so quiet that you don't need suppressors, you don't need, any dampeners or anything like that. Well, what happens if you do put suppressors or dampeners on it? Because all I have right now is one of Mathews' little monkey tails. And while a lot of people say they're good, I think I'm going to try out some of these cat whiskers. Got these guys on Amazon for less than like $5, super cheap. And I'm just curious to see what the difference is. Along with that, I'm going to be testing the sound difference between normal fletching and FOBs. I've been experimenting with FOBs for a little while, and they have their advantages for sure, but I'm not quite sure which one is quieter or louder. The reason being is that FOBs with the cylindrical shape to them tend to kind of push the sound backwards straight at you. And so if you're the shooter and you send out a FOB versus a vane, it's going to sound louder to you, but to the game, supposedly anyways, it's going to be a lot quieter. So I'm going to be shooting some normal vanes and a FOB through my HTR with the monkey tail only. Then I'll be putting on these whiskers and doing the same thing, shooting the FOB and the vane, just to see what the difference is. I'll be setting up a microphone a little bit farther forward, be shooting a target about 20 yards away, so hopefully the noise of the target impact doesn't really, obscure the sound at all. And then I'll also be recording the sound with this camera that I'm using right now, so we can get a real good idea of what this whole setup sounds like. Alright, so first up we're just going to shoot normal vanes with the HTR. I took off my stabilizer to make sure that doesn't mess with the sound at all. And this just has the Mathews monkey tail like I said before. Alright, and now for the FOB. So now I'll go put on the cat whiskers and we'll test what the sound difference is afterwards. Alright, so now we got the cat whiskers on. They might be a little bit thicker than I expected, but in theory that should only make them work better. So again, we'll shoot the vanes first and then the FOB and see how much of a difference there is. And the FOB. Alrighty, so you guys be the judge. Nowadays we got great bows, and it's hard to really pick any gripes about them because of all the different things that are being perfected as time goes on. But I'm curious, can you take a bow that is nearly as close to silent as you can get and make it quieter? I'll let you guys decide. Keep shooting.